To the small blind, Sean Ragazzini. He has nearly 600K in live earnings. He knows his way around the field. Pocket queens and a limp. Lococo, ace-10 of hearts.
Ragazzini could have shoved there, but blind versus blind. He's looking for action, and he's going to get it from Papo MC.
From a stack that's twice as big as his. And Ragazzini calls all in with the queens against ace-10 suited. Ragazzini got just what he was seeking, a chance to get his chips in the middle.
Well, Ragazzini is a 2-to-1 favorite here, but still feeling some discomfort.
And what is that?
You can say that. Queens. Just two queens on the flop. That's it.
Yeah, no sweat, no sweat.
No, we need to hold.
I think that's Papo MC asking the skies to rain down hearts.
All right, here we go. Ragazzini at risk with the queens. And there is a queen, but hold the phone. Lococo with a Broadway draw.
Holding, no jack.
Ragazzini got one queen, and that should reduce his discomfort some.
Yeah, the 9 does not help Papo.
Ragazzini feeling a little more comfortable now. Just has to dodge a jack, which would make Broadway on the river.
And oh, is the jack on the river. Lococo gets there.
The thrill of victory, the agony of defeat.
Action on Dave Balkin with pocket 10s from Australia.
The amateur was thrilled to play day one here with Shane Warne and hear all his old cricket stories. I don't like old cricket stories.
A raise to 220,000 folded to Gaelle Baumann with ace-jack of hearts.
Balkin attended the University of Western Sydney. Baumann graduated from the University of Western Australia. Huge Division I cricket rivals, I believe.
Baumann with a call of 220. The blinds are up again to 50 and 100,000. The ante remains at 10,000. In the big blind, Helman with king 9 of spades.
Helman, as you may recall, from Frisky with Squadouche Junior College. They do not have a cricket program.
A former salesman in Sweden comes along for 120,000 more. So 3 players will see this flop. Ace, 9, 10, something for each, but Balkin with the lion's share hitting a set. Helman with bottom pair is way behind. He checks.
Balkin studied horticulture in college. That's where he got the hat.
This set of 10s.
425.
Balkin bets 425,000 to Gaelle Baumann with top pair, who needs a lot of help to win this hand.
But she's not going anywhere with a pair of aces, and I think she fancies the hat.
And that is 425,000 for the call. Helman now gets rid of his 6% hand, so we're heads up.
Good disciplined fold from the Swede.
Baumann and Balkin. 7 of hearts brings some help to Baumann with a flush draw and straight draw. Balkin still a 3-to-1 favorite with the set. He wants to play.
1 million.
1 million.
She's got top pair plus the nut flush draw and a straight draw. With that hand, Helman would go to Disney World and raise all in as he booked his ticket. But this is a dangerous spot for Gaelle.
She started the hand with only 3.5 million, and there is the call with the draw.
Pot is growing, Alon.
Over 3.6 million. And Baumann with the shorter stack. River card, the 4 of hearts, and the nut flush comes to Baumann on the river.
Death to the University of Western Sydney. Once again, the University of Western Australia has their number on the field and on the felt.
She's going to savor this.
I'm all in.
All in.
And an instant double up for Gaelle Baumann with her flush.
Yeah! You lost, bro. You lost.
Huh? Balkin thought he won the hand.
That was Aussie, oi, 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 as an oi vey.
So poor Dave Balkin didn't see the flush, and the truth will sink in like a searing knife. Big win for Baumann.
He thought he had a top 10 chip stack. Instead, he loses 3/4 of it.
Action on Kyle, and with an opportunity here, pocket aces.
Kyle has been thinking about moving back to Los Angeles to pursue acting again, but frankly, I think he'd move to LA right now just to get away from Curtis Rystad.
A raise to 35,000. Adam Coates folds.
Give me the 8-7 suited.
Why does he even look when Kyle's in a hand? You know he's going to play.
Well, he's been dying to play pots with Kyle, and that should eventually burn him.
Raise.
Queen 4 off, and he announces re-raise. He makes it 85 grand, and Kyle says, thank you.
Yeah, on the inside, Kyle Karanen is bouncing around like Richard Simmons.
But he has to wait for the rest of the table to act. No other takers so far. So now back to Kyle Karanen with the aces, re-raised by Curtis Rystad. And he repops it, 4-bets it to 260.
Pocket aces against Rystad. Karanen just wants to shout that out to the world.
Instantly. Opportunity to get all you can eat buffet.
No slow play from Karanen. And wow, Rystad willing to burn through his chips in an attempt to trip up Kyle.
Here is the flop. King, king, 4. Aces up now for Karanen. King's up for Rystad. Kyle checks.
Now that board might worry Kyle a little.
A check back from Curtis. Turn card now is another 4. Oh my goodness. Salt in the wound. Curtis turns a full boat and Kyle checks.
Lon, that turn card is a slap in the face to poker justice and human justice.
A check back from Rystad.
How does Curtis not bet there?
Wow, 9 of clubs. So Karanen's aces have been cracked.
No, can't blame Kyle for betting. Can't blame Kyle for thinking he finally has his man.
And look at that look on Curtis's face. More, he's saying to Kyle. Bring more into the middle. 380.
Call.
Aces, no good
Oh,
here.
that's a shame. That's a full boat. Thanks for playing.
That's Bush League. Thanks for coming.
Any pot, blind I'm going to call. Because I'm going to stack you. Gone. Get in pots with me, please. I want the full value.
Yeah, you got it there, man. Got that 1 bet. That's full value.
Well, you can't put them. I can't get them from you if you don't put them in.
Mark Newhouse on the button with pocket deuces makes the call. J.C. Tran in the big blind. Folds, as does McKeel Brimmelhouse.
With Morgenstern spewing chips, no reason for Newhouse not to play a pot against him in position.
These two clashing again. Here's the flop. Oh my goodness! Deuces full for Newhouse, while Morgenstern flops trip aces.
That's a flop like they used to make them, Lon, before everything got digitized.
No slow play from Morgenstern with his trips, 425.
Yeah, if you're Anton, nobody ever thinks you have a hand, so when he does have a hand, he's going to push with it.
But Newhouse has the hammer with a full boat.
Yeah, and if Newhouse knew Anton had an ace, he'd be twerking at the table.
Newhouse has had Morgenstern's number today. This could get very, very ugly. Just a call from Newhouse. Turn card, Trey of Hearts. No threat really to Morgenstern's hand. From his mind, at least. He continues to lead out, and why not? 750.
Newhouse loves it, and he's wondering how to proceed to get the most chips out of this pot.
Mark Newhouse with the flop of his main event. And now he pounces, a raise to $2 million.
Newhouse waits no longer, and boy, he's got Morgenstern with the perfect hand to carry on and lose more chips.
Anton wondering why would Newhouse raise here? Maybe a stronger ace, but that's unlikely. And it looks like he sees no good reason for that raise as he re-raises to $3.9 million.
This pot is swelling, and we're not nearly done yet.
Friends of Mark Newhouse wondering what their man has gotten himself into here. But Newhouse certainly knows. How much more can he get from Anton?
All in.
He says all in.
Well, now alarms have to go off in Anton's head. Newhouse willing to risk it all? What can Anton beat? And a call here would be for more than half of Anton's remaining stack.
And a call
Wow.
it is. And a stunning turn of events, one card from reality.
No emotion from Anton, but he's got to be dazed and distressed. Morgenstern can still bust Newhouse here with an ace, jack, or 3.
But Newhouse 1 card from 22 million chips, and the main event lead, the river card, the 4 of clubs. Newhouse completes another double up through Morgenstern.
Greg is very active in efforts to get online poker, licensed and regulated within the U.S.
He raises the 1,600 pocket trays for Jason Alexander.
Jason is very active in efforts to give Greg Raymer more chips at this featured table.
Jason calls.
There we go.
Here we go.
I can't look at you with those cockamamie things, huh?
Then do us all a favor, Jason, and rip them off of him.
Over to the 26-year-old World Series rookie, financial advisor from White Plains, New York, Dennis Baltz with Pocket Kings.
45.
And he's going to re-raise it to 4,500.
When there are 3 pocket pairs, Lon, the highest pair has the best chance of winning.
Thank you, Mr. Genius.
Sure.
Back to Raymer now, and Raymer's going to re-pop it to 20,000 with his jacks.
Well, Jason, I believe, will get the message here.
Yep, he does indeed. He lays it down. Now back to Baltz with a better hand, the Kings.
We're getting a little Hollywood from Dennis Baltz here. He appears to be grimacing with his pocket kings.
He needs just over 15,000 to call.
Well, if he re-raises now after this act, I think Raymer will know he's well behind.
I'd have to. Wow, the King's going to the muck.
I'm sorry, he folded?
He folded.
What, he only plays pocket quads?
Raymer will take the pot.
He folded.
Since you couldn't call, it had to be a good fold. Because you're not throwing away aces or kings, right?
I did throw away kings, and I hope it's not on TV because my friends back home will be roasting me for dinner.
Ooh, kings against ace.
Oh, my goodness. All right, we'll get back to that.
Yeah.
Klein opened with kings. And the aces now with the space consultant. See, Kara can bring good things to a table. Most people are afraid to talk to Kara because she's always talking to people who are eliminated. She talks about Taylor, and look what happens.
And he's just going to slow play. Just calls. Maybe trying to bring Rigby in, Maria?
I think this is a great spot to just flat, especially with Rigby behind, because he is the type of player that will see these spots as easy squeeze spots. But with the 9-7 off, just going to call. Brown, though, what a prime opportunity in his mind. Raise 2 calls in front of him. It's got the ace-queen.
Great squeeze spot for Ryan Brown here. A lot of money out there already. Really strong hand. Little does he know, these players are really prepared to do battle with their holdings.
Brown starting the hand with 40.
Oh,
Klein
in.
just
Oh, my gosh.
the rip.
Oh, my gosh. What does Klein do here?
Oh my gosh, Maria, this is...
I've already let Mariotti
He
fold.
just rips.
I mean, I think Klein is just going to take his time and then re-shove here.
Oh, my goodness. What a pot
And
this
the space
is.
consultant with the call ends up bringing in a lot more money.
Klein with about 1.6, right?
When Klein takes his time,
There
yeah,
he goes.
this
Yeah,
is
he's
him
just going
wanting
to shove.
to
And
keep
look at
Taylor
this.
in.
Oh, my.
Klein can't love that.
Rigby?
Does Rigby want to gamble?
No, thank you. Oh. 3.5 million chips up for grabs. Aces versus kings versus ace-queen.
Calling for your one time?
Wow.
I don't know about using your one time when you're already ahead, but okay.
Brown's really the one who needs to use his one time. He's in dire shape.
Klein has them both covered, but only by about 400K.
Somebody's going to be a monster to deal with after this.
What
I think I folded the winner.
a turn of events
It's
here.
all high cards. Yeah, give me my cards back. I want to get in there and gamble with them.
You
They
had
got
your
each other's
opportunity.
out.
The good news for
8-7
Klein is he does
offsuit
have a
for
side
sure
pot
wins
with
this
Brown.
10-8 offsuit.
Taylor has less chips than Brown, so
It's not
doesn't have to
connected
beat
enough.
the ace.
That was 7.
The aces just to win some money back.
Oh my
God! A window for Bill Klein.
Oh,
Wow. He's got the other 2 covered.
This is why
2
Bill's
players on the
better.
hook. Klein just flopped a set of kings.
Taylor's definitely going to need to talk to a philanthropist after this.
Jeez.
He should have never talked to Kara.
Uh-oh.
Never easy.
Wow, look at this. A glimmer of hope now for Brown.
You see the outs up top. The 10s for Brown and ace spades. Case ace for Taylor to stick around. Anything else and Bill Klein.
Oh!
Oh, nice.
A 10 on the end for Brown to come through the ace queen, burning the aces and the kings.
That is disgusting.
Wu dominated. What do you think about Wu just popping it up here with the Jack-10 off, Maria?
I think Wu knows what he needs to do to get Chidwick off the best hand, and he's gonna do it. Okay, well, no, not with that flop.
Not
I
this
mean,
time.
if it were maybe just a different board.
Have we seen Chidwick win a pot today? I mean, he's got 700,000. He was over $1 million for a while. But I don't recall him stacking chips as he will do in this hand.
Oh, it's not a
Content human being, Stephen Chidwick.
I realize a climbing gym is just code word for factory. It's all starting to come clearer. Like, is it shaping up for Mr. Wu?
You haven't said anything about the Austrian factories for the German poker players. You're just going right to AI, huh?
Top 2 for Stevie. And Wu turning a pair. I mean, normally when you turn some showdown, you might want to check it, but I don't know if checking is in Wu's vocabulary. Okay, thank you. I don't want to see you lose more chips, Mr. Wu.
Stevie does, though.
Steve checked to Wu on the flop when the ace hit. Wu had let out pre-flop.
Like Rigby, Chidwick, a big stoic guy.
Yeah. Well, British. They're stoic just by birth. You don't have to, you know, take a pledge to be stoic if you're British.
It's all the fish and chips.
Could be the mushy peas.
I think it's the fish and chips one.
Well, I'm just saying, it could be. But
I think it's
you
unlikely.
seem to know. You seem to know. That's fine.
I work in percentages. Are you going to put a bunch of mushy peas in the middle?
140? What is it?
Mr. Wu, you never know with this guy, Maria. Anything is possible.
Well, he certainly has caught a couple people bluffing. So
He does block a straight, blocks ace-jack.
500.
Oh.
What?
Oh!
Mr. Wu!
Mr. Wu!
Turns up the Wooju.
Whoa, guys, I cannot say I saw this coming.
What a moment for Stephen Chidwick, and he is going to give it up.
Mr.
Wu gonna show it? Is he gonna show?
No.
Of course not. Of course
Did your
not.
friends tell you what the
Of course
design
not.
had
Mr.
in
Wu
that
never
house?
shows. You know that, Maria.
I
Wow.
opened you 3-bet.
That was amazing.
He's acting like he doesn't even want to fold his
Come on,
hand.
he's
It's so
Oh.
good.
Never shows, but he does tilt it a little.
Kinda flashed it.
He had.
Stevie, look at
It's a red card, Stevie.
Did Stevie see the red 10? Or the
I
red
know what
jack?
you had. and I know
What
you
a
folded.
main event moment by Mr.
I know
Wu.
what you-
What would it take him to sit out a hand, or should he not?
It would take an emergency bathroom break, Lon. That's what it would take.
Then he runs into the king 10. Do you know Justin well enough to think that he might want some revenge for that event that happened a few weeks ago in Super High Roller Bowl, even though he still won almost $2 million? Anything from this on out would be a big bluff.
Yeah,
Check,
Adamo
check.
recognizes that when he opens from the small blind and gets a call out at Bonomo from the big, that this will hit a lot of Bonomo's continuing range. So
Now reaching.
What did he have? What did he have on the?
That's $1 million. $1,130,000.
he also blocks the straight himself, which is nice.
Justin cuts out a call. $3.5 million between the two top stacks, and a jack again on the end. Bonomo best with his 2-pair. He has surrendered after.
All in.
Oh, wow.
Yep. this guy right
wow,
here.
Wow, the ultimate pressure from Adamo. I don't know if Justin's ever one to be afraid to pull the trigger, but it's like guaranteed survival to fold, but
Call. Oh, wow.
What a call!
Wow.
Turn it over. The river bluff does not get by Justin Bonomo, and he is a key factor now against Michael Adamo. Almost identical stacks.
Million. Mizrachi with ace queen of diamonds.
His final table mantra is, I don't care. So much on the line, but to reduce pressure, he says, I don't care.
Grinder played very little live poker before coming to the World Series this year, but then went on to play 42 of 57 events. And he makes the call here. Jarvis with pocket nines.
He says the sunglasses allow him to get into his own zone. When the shades are on, he's fearless.
Come on.
Jarvis going for it all in for just over 14 million. And that brings his dad, Norm Jarvis, to his feet.
Jarvis has about 23 big blinds left.
Condio in the small blind with 8-6 off. He will not play that. Jason Sentai now with the short stack, Queen Jack. And he folds. So the raise back to DeHammel. No thank you.
How much more is that?
It's for more than half of Mizrachi's stack. Does Grinder want to take that much of a risk on ace-queen, chasing player of the year, chasing history, and chasing $9 million?
A critical moment for Mizrachi, who needs almost $13 million to call.
I call.
And he does make that call. Jarvis now at risk, but a lot on the line for the Grinder as well.
Good luck, guys.
And now Matt Jarvis's hope of becoming the first Canadian main event champion hangs in the balance.
Matt Jarvis ahead right now. His family hoping he can extend his main event stay. Jarvis at risk. Now here's the flop. Queen, a queen! Mizrachi flops trip queens.
And Grinder shoves Matt Jarvis towards the exit.
Matt's family is stunned. He seems to be taking it well. All right, the turn card. Oh, there's the nine! Nine's full for Jarvis!
What a turn of events!
Oh my goodness!
Where else but the main event can you find such a wave of changing emotion? Grinder now on the verge of becoming the short stack. Matt Jarvis all but gone. Looks like he's going to stick around.
Norm Jarvis hoping Matt can fade disaster on the river.
Small card. Such a such a final table sweat.
Grinder would need an ace, queen, or 8 to knock out Matt Jarvis.
It's an ace!
Oh, mama!
No way!
It's not possible, is it?
And the roller coaster ride comes to an end for Jarvis.
What was an almost certain double up is now an 8th place finish. Dad cannot believe it. Grinder getting absolutely swarmed by his friends and family.
Scott Montgomery's demise is good news for Eastgate, who has moved into second place, and he has good news. He's got pocket sixes. Pocket pair good for a raise to $1.25 million. Dennis Phillips with 6-5. They go into the muck. Elon Schwartz, I think he's taking that vacation early. He's still hibernating. Ace tray of diamonds for Montgomery.
Montgomery is short stacked.
All in.
And all in.
Montgomery's going to give the lone ace another try. He had little choice this time.
I have a count.
Dimmadov folded.
6 million and change.
Eastgate with the pocket pair.
I call.
Makes the call to put Scott Montgomery at risk. Montgomery needs to come from way back. He's hoping he catches something, as do his supporters. The Danes love it, though.
Any aces or diamonds in this deck? Come on.
Well, I threw a 6 away if it helps.
Well, it means he's not going to flop quad sixes, so I'm happy with that.
So Montgomery at risk needs help to stay alive. Here's the flop, and there's the help. He hits his ace.
Looks like he's going to stay alive. Huge flop for Scott Montgomery.
Now you're glad I had a 6.
Now it's going to make it even uglier when the 6 comes on the river.
think it was the black 6. I think it was the 6 of clubs.
So I need a king of diamonds for him to be drawing dead on the river?
Yeah.
Turn cards, another ace, and all but closes out this hand.
Scott Montgomery poised to double up. Peter Eastgate doesn't seem to mind.
1 time. 6 0 times.
Only the 6 of diamonds would end Scott Montgomery's main event.
All right, now the river card. Oh! The 6 of diamonds eliminates Scott Montgomery.
My goodness.
What hour?
In a year of bad beats, now that's got to be the baddest of bad beats at the worst possible moment.